What's up, Slugger? Just another day, just another day, just another day. What's good? Got old Mitchell in the building, man. What's up, Mitchell? Yeah, Merry Christmas, man. Hope y'all didn't spend all that money in the same place. Real talk. It's all good in the hood, man. You already know what all bad look like. It's all good on my end. Real spill. Just another day, man. Just another day, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. We ain't gonna be here long. I know y'all gotta go wrap them Christmas gifts up. I know y'all gotta go wrap them Christmas gifts up. For those that took care of business, I know y'all got to go wrap them Christmas gifts up. Real talk. I see here lately, uh, these boys been going back and forward talking about the streets. They got a movement going on, huh? What they call it? They said F the streets, huh? Screw the streets. That's what they call it. Yeah, that's the movement, huh? F the streets. Well, I put it like this, man. You know, some people going back on what they said, some people sticking with it. Yeah. But I will say this. It don't matter how much money you got in this world. Money ain't gonna buy you no peace. You got to get that on your own. Money ain't gonna buy you peace. You have to get that on your own, right? And as far as the streets, uh, let's talk about that for a minute. You can always participate, or should I say, be in the streets. Being in the streets ain't what gets your ass in trouble. That ain't what gets you in trouble. Participation of the things that go on in the streets is what gets you in trouble, right? Because I've seen many men on a daily basis hang out on street corners, play dominoes under the tree, right? And none of those men ever went to prison. I seen them when I was coming up. So it ain't the streets that get you in trouble, man. It's the shit that goes on in the street when you decide that you're gonna participate. That's what lands you in a place you don't want to be, right? And that's why I say what I say. You can't buy peace. Nah, not no real peace. You got to earn that. Because a lot of people with money right now don't have no peace at all. It's kind of like this here, right? The rappers, all the rappers, they the one came up with this fuck the streets. This is what the rappers said now. And then they going back and forth with each other trying to figure out should they stay in the streets or should they be loyal to the streets. It's like Boosie said, he can't say fuck the streets because the streets been good to him, right? But that's a two-headed monster though. For one, you don't see Boosie doing street shit. You know why? Because he made it out. So he's not going back to doing what he was doing when he was in the streets, right? But I understood what he was saying. I can't disrespect the people that helped me get out of the streets, right? I can't disrespect the people that contribute and buy my music. See, now when he go to saying fuck the streets, knowing that the people in the streets is the one that keeps him afloat. It's the people that be on the street corners. It's the people that still trapping. Those are the people that keep Boosie afloat. That's why Boosie said, I can't say fuck the streets. You know why? Because his music still sells in the streets. That's why he said that. But not one time did he say that he was in the streets doing street shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you can say the thing about it though, it's, you say, well, you can't say fuck prison. No, I ain't gonna say that. You know why I ain't gonna say that? Because I did a lot of time in prison, right? Did a lot of time in prison. But what I can say is this, right? What I can say is this, is that fuck what you doing that's gonna land you in prison. How about that? Let's put it like that. Now that's to each his own. And we live our own life, right? But I will say this. Fuck doing the things that you was doing to get you sent to prison. So overall, you can say fuck prison if you not in that lane. That don't mean you disrespecting the people that's still in prison, especially the people that you did time with, right? You know, or the people that contributed to your cause when you was in prison that stood back to back with you. And those people understand that you're not saying fuck them. But they do understand that, hey man, he's saying fuck contributing to the cause and coming back to prison. That's a good way of looking at that, right? And the people that's still in prison that stood back to back with you, they understand that shit. They understand that. It ain't no love lost in the time that you did in prison or the people you did time with, because some of those people will say the same thing, man. Fuck prison, man. And the mentality, what they're saying is, I'm not never going back. But the people in the streets, that, you know, the fuck the street movement, that ain't what they saying. They feel like when they saying fuck the streets, that they disrespecting the people in the streets. That ain't what that is. You know, I can say fuck the streets. And the reason why I'm saying fuck the streets, cause the streets ain't never did nothing for me. Real talk. What's up, Big Face? Long time no see to you. You the one ain't been around. But I'm glad you here though, because they got a movement going on saying fuck the streets. And the people that started the movement is the people that's in the entertainment business. The fake rappers, the fake gangsters. You know, the fake gangsters. That's what I call them. You know, and not to say all of them fake, but 90% of them are fake, because there's no way in here you're going to be able to do all the shit you say you're doing and don't get jammed up. You know, real talk. But don't be a criminal and you be a prisoner. You can be whatever you want to be, man, but it's consequences, repercussions for everything you do in life, man. And it's rules and regulations you got to follow by if you want to stay in this motherfucker free world, man. Because you got to understand this here too, right? It's people that wake up every morning and go to certain classes to stop a criminal. So you ain't the only one doing what you doing. The same shit you trying to accomplish, they trying to accomplish too, right? They trying to stop your ass and send you to prison for a long time. And you trying to stay free. Real talk. I don't know what it feel like to be in no gang, man. I ain't never been a part of no gang. And I ain't knocking nobody that's in no gang, because like I said, you pick and choose what you want to choose. It's your life. You live it how you want to live it. But understand this. You only have one of them. So if you choose to live it and dedicate all your time and energy to a group of people that are a gang, then that's up to you. You handle that shit how you want to. You know? And you'll figure it out later on down the line. Hey man, I can say what the fuck I want to say in a respectful way. Simple as that. And that don't mean that I'm offending no rappers. And if I did, I meant to. I'm just calling it how I see it. Half of the people that's rapping ain't done the shit they say they doing. Now, if you buying that, that's on you. I can't knock you for believing what you want to believe in. I can't do that. But I'm going to give a ball, a strike, a strike. Real talk. You can say whatever you want to say, man. I ain't trying to stop you from saying what you want to say. It's nowhere in here you could disrespect me. Because, hey, man, I don't get upset one way or the other, man. Your disrespect, the next man disrespect don't bother me at all, man. I'm not emotional. I'm not emotional. Real talk. Yeah, I'm not emotional. So you do whatever you feel like you need to do. Real spill. All I'm saying is this, man, is that the people in the music industry now saying the one saying fuck the street. That's all I'm saying. All of a sudden they saying fuck the streets. When half of them went to court and snitched on each other. Real talk. When half of them went to court and snitched on each other. That's a hell of a thing right there. Half of them went to court and snitched on each other. Real spill, man. Y'all got to see and call it for what it is, man. You know, most of the people that saying fuck. Now, you got to realize this. People that ain't never did time been saying fuck the streets because they ain't never been to jail or they ain't never did no street shit. Yeah, same to you, you know. Although Christmas don't mean that much to me, it's just another day where people gonna go spend a whole bunch of fucking money and wind up asking from somebody else for some money the next day. So be careful how you spend your money. No disrespect to the people that believe in Christmas. Enjoy yourself. Do whatever makes you feel happy. Real talk. But now, like I said, are we all in agreement with the people saying fuck the streets? I'm giving the ball, a strike, a strike. The majority of the people that saying fuck the streets is the one that told on each other. Half of them told on each other. Half of the people that saying fuck the streets told on each other. And 80% of them ain't never doing the shit that they rapping about. Real talk. They ain't doing none of that shit they rapping about. Because you know why? If you did anything close to that, you ain't getting on no fucking microphone and telling nobody. Because I don't think you'll be too proud to tell people what you really did in life. Remember what I said? Half of them is junkies. Living in a house and not being hurt should be everyone's goal. Hey man, if you got a house and you enjoy staying in that house, you don't let nobody tell you, hey man, come outside. If you got everything you need inside your home, shit, stay in there. You might stay alive. Because in today's time, people don't need no reason to do something destructive. We see it every day. We see it every day. And now, it don't even matter what age they is. Kids doing the same shit. 14, 15-year-olds unaliving people. you know? So if you got a home and you feel like you comfortable inside of that motherfucker, stay in there. All I'm saying is this, man, is that the majority of the people that saying fuck the streets is the people that's going to court and snitching on each other. You know? They turned the streets into a whole mockery. The streets is a mockery now, man. Yeah. The streets is a mockery. The streets ain't no different from motherfucking YouTube. It's entertainment now. You know, so you enter that realm at your own risk. Because the first time something don't go that person's way that you hanging out with, he gonna say what everybody else saying. Fuck the street. I ain't get no respect. That's all good, man. We ain't worried about no respect, man. Disrespect me, man. Make the number go up. That's where you feel, fuck it, man. Make the number go up. We ain't got no problem with that. Real talk. Go watch some sports. Yeah, I probably will, man. When the shit come on, man. You gonna watch it too. That's how you know about it. Tell me when the last time you watched some sports. You just sounded like I need to play baseball for the Dodgers. I told y'all, man, this shit is just pure entertainment to a lot of people, man. It's no different from what the streets is now. That shit entertainment. It's all fun and games until the other people get involved. Then it ain't fun no more. You know, it ain't fun no more. Because right now, going to the courtroom and being in the streets, your own dad will tell it on you. Point that finger and say, yeah, that was my son, he did that. I ain't going to jail for him. His ass going to jail by himself. He did that. But that's the streets, right? Now, I'm going back to this. Ain't nothing wrong with being in the streets. You see people in the streets every day sitting up under a tree playing dominoes or hanging out on the street corner having a drink. But guess what they not doing? They not participating in the street activities. Real talk. What's up, what's up, what's up? Same to you. Now, like I just told y'all, it ain't nothing wrong with being in the streets. Just don't. Activity is what gets you caught up. That's what gets you caught up. You got people in the streets right now, ain't never been to jail. But they watch all that other shit from afar. They don't even get close up on it because they know what it's going to be. We all done seen it as growing up, where old guys hang out on the corner that wear overalls and do all the hanging out shit that they do, right? But they never ever cross the line. That's why they still free. That's why you go to prison and you come back and you will say, man, you know what? Old man Jack been under that tree for years because he never ever crossed the line in the street shit, right? So he's saying the same thing. He's just not bringing it out of his mouth, but he's saying the same thing. Get it? I understand. It's the street cred, man. Everybody wants the street cred. And it's to each his own. But when you realize and understand that you're going to lose more than you gain if you participate in that shit that they call street activity. You're going to lose more than you're going to gain, right? You're going to miss a lot of birthdays. You're going to attend a lot of funerals. And you're going to miss your own birthday. But you can get your own funeral, though. That's what the streets got for you, right? But you have to be planning them activities the majority of the time. Some of the time, you ain't got to be doing shit. Real talk. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's all good. No, I ain't changed no names, man. I very seldom even look at who in the chat, who the moderator is, I very seldom even look at that shit because don't none of that matter to me because can't nobody offend me and I don't get upset. That's why I tell people, shit, come on here. If you want to troll, you want to do everything that you feel like that's going to make you feel good, come on over here, man. I'm not emotional. I'm not going to get upset with you. We're not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to see you at 7-Eleven and do nothing to you. Shit just don't mean that much to me. All this shit is downtime. Anybody know what downtime mean? Oh, yeah, they probably did. You know, any social media site is owned by somebody else. It's not owned by me. I'm just borrowing the tool to have some conversation and deliver a message. So if YouTube changes, hey man, we need to get with YouTube. But like I said, street shit, huh? We on some street shit. The rappers on some street shit. Yep, some saying F the street, some say, hey man, I can't say that because the people in the street love me. Some say the people in the street love me. And I get it, right? In Boosie situation, he said the streets love him due to the fact because of all the money that he's accumulated from street people. So he don't have no choice but to say, I can't say that about the streets because he's still putting out music, right? But for those that ain't never been in the streets, they don't have no obligation to the streets. And they can say whatever they want to say. Real spill. And you can too, if you're not intimidated by what somebody else think, right? If you're not intimidated by what somebody else think, you can say the same thing. But the minute you let somebody else change your mind, you done bought in, man. All I can say is this right here, man, is that for whatever situation you put yourself in, you got to ask yourself, hey, man, what have this situation done for me lately? And if you come up with the answer, nothing, then you have just joined the other guys that's saying F the streets. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't let nobody else convince you that you not real because you saying F the streets. That's all I'm saying. Remember this, man. Street. You're going to miss a lot of birthdays. You're going to attend a lot of funerals. You're going to miss some of your birthdays. And you guaranteed that funeral for you. Real spill. And you're going to get snitched on. So find your new hobby, man. Do something new. See if that work out for you. Because the streets been tried and tested. And the people that try the streets, that's in the streets for real, they don't always come out successful. Every street dude I know, include me, did a whole bunch of time. That's what the streets offer. But I get it. If you ain't never been on that side of the field and you don't know what it feel like, I'm not going to encourage you to say, hey, man, you need to change your life and go to hanging out in the streets. You can do that, but just don't participate in the street activities because that shit ain't going to end well for you. It never do. Street activity for the ones that's in the streets for real, and y'all know who I'm talking about, it never ends well. And reality will show you that every time. For the people that's really participating in street activities, the shit don't end well. It don't matter how long your run is. The first time you go down like Joe Frazier, you lost. You can have a 30-year run in the streets, and all it takes is for them people to give your ass 10 or 15 years, and you're going to spend more money than you made in the streets trying to stay free. And if they come with too much time, whoever you participated with in the activity, they going to tell it. It's a proven fact. This ain't no opinion, it's a proven fact. And most of the people that's talking now, that's saying F the streets, is the people that participated in the activity and got on the stand and told it on each other. See, them the only people that's mad at each other. Nobody else really gives a fuck. Real talk. Most people got better things to do and people to take care of. Real talk. Oh yeah, I could have told you that, man. If you the provider for whatever you in, soon as the money gone, they gone. Simple as that, man. Soon, that's just life, period. You know, it ain't no different than been playing sports in the NFL, right? Or whatever sport game you in. The minute you quit scoring touchdown, the team gonna trade you. The minute you quit making them buckets, you looking for another team, right? So I tell people, man, everything in life is temporary if you don't have a team that values you. Remember what I said. If you don't have a team that values you and what you bring to the table, as soon as that other stuff play out, they going the other way. That's just the way life is, man. And that shit ain't gonna change, right? And people don't understand this. This is life right here. You gonna be dead a lot longer than you are gonna be living. Real talk. It's people been passed away hundreds and hundreds of years ago, right? And then it's somebody else came in. It's the same thing with people on earth now. They can't figure that piece out. And that's why I'm trying to tell you. It's a lot of people saying right now, why are these people going back and forward with each other just because people are saying fuck the streets? Who gives it? Nobody cares, man. Because it's your life, you live it how you want to live it. It's your life, you live it how you want to live it, man. But understanding beats the world, man. That every day you wake up and do whatever you do in the streets, them other people wake up too. The ones that's trying to stop you. Don't let that go over your head, man. So you have to ask yourself, what team you on? Are you with the people that's saying F the streets, or the people that's saying, hey man, I really don't care about what nobody else do in the streets because I'm not in the streets. If you don't put yourself in a street position where street shit happen to you, you shouldn't care. And that's why I say ones don't care. Because street activity don't even pertain to my schedule. And there's more people should feel like me. If you not participating in the street activity, you shouldn't even care, man. Who gives a damn, man? Real spill. But for those that's gonna be celebrating, whatever you celebrate tomorrow, whether it's Christmas or whether you on the end of giving or not receiving, may whatever blessing finds you in good health. Put it like that. Because it's somebody right now that's in the streets and that's their life. They running scared. What's up, what's up? It's somebody in the streets right now, real talk, man. This is no bullshit. Somebody in the streets right now running scared. You know why? Because they are participating in street activity, right? So at no time and point are those people gonna get any good rest. That's why I said what I said in the title. You can't buy peace with money. Not long as you participating in something that don't bring peace. It's a lot of people don't have self-peace, right? And it's somebody as I speak right now that's in the streets running from something. Either the law or either another individual or they running from themselves. And the only way that's going to be rectified, you got to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you got to understand one thing. That in this lifetime, man, you're going to be double crossed by a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's what I said a few minutes ago. Ain't nothing wrong with the streets. Everybody in the streets not involved. You right. That's why I said what I said. You can be in the streets every day, all day, as long as you don't cross the line and participate in the street activity. The streets ain't what gets you put in the box unless you're in the wrong place at the wrong time and you become as what they call a casualty. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the street activity is what gets you places that you don't want to go. And then the people on the back end will get upset when somebody come out and say, hey, man, fuck the streets. You know why that person got upset? Because they feel offended because they still in the streets. And they taking it the way they want to take it, right? They taking it the way they want to taking it from an offensive angle. But a person that ain't never been in the streets, in the same way they in the streets, they gonna say that. Man, I don't give a damn about no streets. I just go up here to play dominoes. Or I just go up here to drink. I just go up here to get me some good. I'm not in those streets. What they mean is this. They not participating in street activities. That's what they saying. And you got people that say, hey, man, I'm loyal to the streets, right? That's why I say it's to each his own. You do whatever. But understanding beats the world. Understanding beats the world. But we living in an emotional world right now, man. 90% of people out here, man, is super emotional, man. Take everything to the head. And the minute that you say something that they don't like, then they automatically feel like you're against them. And not understand, man, is that, man, quit getting this shit so personal, man. And that's why I said what I said. That's why Boosie said that he can't say fuck the streets. Understand where I'm coming from? It's because why? Because he's still exploiting the streets. He's still eating out of the streets. He don't give a damn about the man that's under the bridge. He don't care nothing about that. He don't care. He ain't participating in those streets. He ain't trapping. He's selling music to the dudes that's trapping. And the dudes that's trapping think the people that's selling the music to him gives a damn about him. That ain't what that is. But I understand it though. Because as long as the music keep dropping and the street people keep buying it, they gonna keep themselves boxed in. And they gonna be saying what they gonna say. I'm gonna be a trapper for life. Or I'm gonna be a street dude for life. You just bought in. You bought in. That's all that is. And it don't mean nobody hating on the dudes that's in the streets, man. Because it's your life to do what you want to do with it. If you feel like that's going to bring you sufficient enough success. But I always knew this, though. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. Remember what I just said. In life, period, whether you in the streets, whether you going to work, whether you doing whatever you doing in your everyday life, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. Now, if you're in the streets and you finish how you start, you just wasted a bunch of your time. Simple as that. And that's why I tell people, hey, man, anybody that's in the streets that go to prison or get unalived, you just wasted your time, man. You wasted your time. Not only did you waste your time, you wasted people time that believed in you. You tricked those people into believing you was gonna do something else with your life. You know how many people that finished high school, been to college, and did all the shit that they were supposed to do, only to turn right back around and go right back to zero. When they could have just said, hey, man, I ain't gonna waste your time. I'm not even finna try to do none of that. They could have easily said that, but their actions showed that, right? And there's a lot of people guilty of doing what I just said, even me. Even me. But most people ain't gonna tell you that, though, because they want to keep the street persona, not understanding or knowing that if you would have did some shit productive in your everyday life, you wouldn't have wasted a bunch of people's time. Real talk. I will say this, man. The streets today is a lot different, but it is. But you still yield the same results, though. Remember what I just said. The streets today is a lot different, right? But you still yield the same results. They still sending people to prison. People still being unalived. They still yield the same results. It ain't number a couple of ways out of that shit, man. And anytime you involved in anything and it ain't no end game, you gonna lose. Real spill. Anytime you involved with anything and it's not a end game, you gonna lose. But most people can't see that shit because they only looking at the front end. They're not even considering the back end. Real talk. The streets may have changed, but the end results remain the same. And the only people that gets upset about that when you even mention that is the people that's still participating. And ain't nothing wrong with that, man. It's a such thing in life as sleepwalking. And you only wake up when the real reality show up. But by then it's too late. By then it's too late. You only got one life to live. And you're gonna be dead longer than you are alive. 100 years from now, won't nobody know neither one of us that's in this chat right now. It'll all be a memory. It'll all be a memory. However, that cycle repeats itself if you in the streets. Remember what I just said? 100 years from now, nobody would know who you are. But the fact still remains that the street cycle will always repeat itself. Always. And the people on the outside looking in gonna continue to look at it the same way. And the people that's on the inside, they gonna consider to look at it the same way. That's just the way this shit is. That's the way it is. You just gotta figure out at the end of the day what side you on. That's all it is. At the end of the day, you have to figure out what side you on. That don't mean don't stop by and drink a beer with your friend that's still in the streets. That don't mean don't go by mama house and visit mama because she still stay in the projects. That ain't what I'm saying. Real talk. What I'm saying is this. Don't participate in what's going to send you back to zero. That's all I'm saying. Whatever your zero is, only you know that. I don't know what your zero is. But whatever it is, you got to figure it out. And right now, you got guys that's going back and forth with each other because certain people saying F the streets and the other people saying, hey man, I'm still in the streets. Don't talk about them like that. And that person that's saying that is only in the streets one way, and that's music-wise. He ain't hanging out on no motherfucking street corner selling no 3.5s. He way on the other side of town. Hey, what's up, what's up? He way on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, man, it's time for me to go. For y'all that celebrate whatever y'all celebrate, man, celebrate it, be safe, and the ultimate goal is to be here to celebrate it next year. But I will say this, man. Whatever you participate in, don't participate in shit that's gonna get you back to zero. And don't be convinced by people that say what you should believe or what you shouldn't believe. You only got one life to live. And you gonna be dead longer than you are alive. 100 years from now, nobody will know you. Real talk. Salute.